Hello, welcome back. Today I'm sharing my opinions on everything going on with Sabrina. Where do I even start with this? This is crazy. The main point is people are comparing her newest album cover to domestic violence. Just be so for real with me right now. You guys, and your ability to stretch things is just incredible. When I first saw the album cover, I was convinced I was looking at the wrong one. I was like, what are you guys freaking out about? I searched throughout the internet and that one kept popping up and I'm like, there's no way this is what everyone's mad about. Are you so for real right now? She has her hair loosely being held up and people are immediately hopping on, this is setting feminism back. Why are you guys so quick with the this is setting feminism back? It's not setting me back. How is this setting you back, personally? How is her doing that, setting you back? Explain to me. That's just so crazy. The only problem you guys truly have with this is she's straight. She's a straight woman, and you hate that. Let me explain. You guys loved her Juno poses, her little vintage style, because it was cute and quirky, and oh my god, I love it! And you started that whole little TikTok trend. Have you ever tried this one? And you would bust out your funky position. It was fun. It was cool. It was fun, guys. You remember that? Fun? But now, all of a sudden, that she's portraying this submissive female fantasy, y'all want to scream about how she's setting feminism back. Huh? I'm just so tired of it. This is the fall of feminism. Huh? Huh? What are you talking about? My dude, that's not feminism. That's you trying to police a woman's sexual expression because you don't like it. Here we go again with my feelings. I feel this way. You don't like it. Feminism is about choice. And she made her choice. She's always been submissive. Like, I don't know why you guys are acting like you've never seen her in these positions. You loved her for it. All because the little hair pulling. A little hair pulling. The most common and one of the most popular kinks on this planet. And you're comparing it to domestic violence. No part of this picture depicts anything about domestic violence. She's not bruised. She's not injured. She doesn't look panicked. She's enjoying herself. No part of this depicts abuse. When I looked at this, I went, oh, she's kinky. And you all just jumped in screaming, oh my god, this is so triggering! Huh? If your first instinct when you see an artistic style photo of a woman getting her hair pulled is, this is violence, you are confusing your own trauma and discomfort onto something. Not every woman who likes it rough is a victim. You're kink shaming. That's all it is. At the end of the day, it's as simple as that. You are kink shaming. And this is all because, what, because she's a straight woman with a man? God forbid a woman wants to be submissive with a man. Is that really the argument here? Is that really what you're mad about? Because if this was her with a woman in the same position, y'all would be eating that shit up. But because it's with a man, you immediately compare it to ads from the 50s about domestic violence. Things that have literally nothing to do with that photo. There's a happy little camper in that photo, and you're like, look at this image of a woman beaten and bruised. It's not the same thing. One of these things is not like the other. Like, are you blind? It's the kink shaming for me. You guys, you know that term when you lean so far left, you start going right? That's what you're doing here. You claim to be progressive, but the moment a woman leans into being submissive, you scream it's anti-feminism. That's not progressive at all, bro. That is conservatism in a liberal costume. Just say it for what it is, my dude. Like, you really think if she would have posted that just like on her private Instagram of her and her man, everyone would mind their own business. But because it's her album cover, because she's confident, it's a crisis. It's anti-feminism. It's just like the double standard for me. Because like I said, if she had posted that same image, but it was clearly a woman holding her hair up, you guys would be screaming how this is so empowering, this is sexy. But because it's with a man, it's setting feminism back. At the end of the day, just say it for what it is. You're not mad at the image. You're mad that it doesn't fit your narrative. That is not advocacy. That is projection on your part. I don't know, you guys are just cherry picking through this. Because I've seen her videos. A majority of them, she's abducting, injuring, murdering men. To say that she's doing everything for the male gaze and the male fantasy is just... What are you looking at? We're looking at the same thing, and you're running with this crazy idea, and I just need to know how you got to that final thought. Walk me through your thought process, because we're looking at the same thing right now. It's like you're ignoring all of her work just to push this one hot take. Do better. Do better. And all of this with like, oh, her fan base is mostly minors. Why? Her music clearly is not for minors. Her videos, clearly not for minors. You've seen clips of her videos and performances online. You can tell that is not a place for minors. So if a parent is not doing their job and seeing what their kids are looking and listening to, that's not on her. It's a parent's job to make sure they're monitoring what their kids are doing on the internet. My parents would have never let me go to a concert like that. You know why? Because it didn't fit their beliefs, so I would not have gone, because they monitored what I did on the internet to protect me because I was a minor. It's not her fault that parents are lazy. Just because an image made you uncomfortable does not make it overall harmful and wrong. Because your emotions are not universal truths. They're just yours. Your feelings do not equal facts. You need to stop mistaking your personal triggers for cultural critique. That's not activism, it's delusion. This is not a photo of a woman cowering in fear or in pain. This is a well-styled, aesthetically pleasing photo, and you chose to see violence. That says more about you than it does this art right here. Just because an image plays on taboo does not mean it endorses it in real life. Horror movies have murder. Do you see the actors going around cheering for homicide? No. A lot of artists push boundaries. They play with symbols to spark interest, debate. And you don't have to like it, but twisting it into something that it is clearly not is just dishonest. You can't tell me that this and this is the same thing. You choosing to see violence immediately has nothing to do with this. That's got everything to do with you. It's your personal triggers. Again, what am I always saying? Your feelings. It's all feelings. Like, what kind of world are we living in right now? A woman embracing submissiveness does not make her weak or regressive. Like, owning that part of yourself as a celebrity in public, that's a bold move. It's forcing people to confront their discomfort on women's sexuality, and clearly it is working. Because look how mad so many of you are. For what? Nothing even happened. I just see it as if you genuinely cared about domestic violence, You'd be putting your energy into shelters, legislations, you know? But instead you're dogpiling a pop star for having her hair lightly held up in an album photo. I want you to just sit back with yourself and think about that for a moment. Really think about that. The way you're constantly putting all this energy into the wrong thing, into the thing that does not matter at all. If your takeaway from a stylized, sexy album cover is this promotes abuse, the problem is within yourself. It is projection. She in no way glamorized domestic violence. She glamorized being hot, kinky, confident, and you can't stand it. At the end of the day, I see this as the problem is she's straight. God forbid a woman is straight and wants to be submissive in a relationship with a man. Oh my God. None of this makes any sense. I think everyone is genuinely tweaking out over nothing. Like I said, I couldn't even believe this was the album cover you guys were talking about. There is nothing wrong with this photo. There's so many crazier things online, and this is what holds your attention? This is promoting abuse? A hot girl in a kinky position, having her hair tugged on? Not everyone who wants to be submissive is a victim. You need to stop projecting your own feelings onto things and step back and really look at things for what they are. Because from what I've seen from her, she barely has respect for men. She's always hurting them, kidnapping them, injuring them. It's funny. It's cute. But as always, feelings. People's feelings and emotions have made this into a way bigger thing that it ever needed to be. So if you disagree, as always, share in the comments. I would love to know how on earth you think this has anything to do with violence. So yeah, those were my opinions that I am allowed to have. That's just what I think on the whole situation right now. So let me know what you think. If you agree with me, if you think I'm a fool, let me know why. I would love to have a discussion on this. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, because it helps me out so much and I appreciate it. I'll see you so soon.